as a stay-at-home mom, a suburban white stay-at-home mom, I voted today for Barack Obama. And you went and cast your ballot today for Hillary Clinton.
That's right.
So it seems to be that when we get to the polls, that progress is achieved rather quickly.
Well, I think that this is an interesting time, and that we are blessed with two good candidates in a way that we have not seen in America before. And I think it does create a lot of discussion about how far we've come and how opportunities are opened up in ways that we had never thought would happen in our lifetime. And so people do have a choice, and I think it's a good time.
A lot of it because you paved the way.
Yes.
I had heard today that it could be a record turnout for California for primary. 8.9 million projected voters today.
Yes.
Do you hear in your constituency and the people who live in this area, are they just fed up with the current administration that they're turning out to vote, or is it because they see an African American and a woman that they want to get to the polls? What do you think it is?
It's a combination of things. Certainly we must give this administration credit for having failed the American people and having created resentment by the people, that we now find ourselves in an economy that appears to be continuing to sink and to fall apart and carry us into a recession. We are confronted with a subprime mess where homeowners are losing their homes.
Especially here in Southern California.
Especially here in Southern California. Right in San Bernardino Riverside area, we rank about number 5 in the nation in terms of foreclosures. People are very unhappy that we were led into war, thinking that our president knew what he was talking about when he told us there were weapons of mass destruction. And we have spent over $500 billion while our schools are crumbling and our infrastructure is in desperate need of repair. And we're occupying Iraq, and there were no weapons of mass destruction. Saddam Hussein is dead, and the IEDs and the suicide bombings continue, even though they would claim that the surge is a success. And people aren't happy, and they don't think that this country is performing in the way that it should be, and that the leadership in the White House has done a good job. And so there's a lot of resentment out there, and a desire to want to change the leadership. And of course, I think added to that is the excitement of a woman and an African American who's running. And I think that it's a combination of all of these things that's creating bigger registration and a bigger turnout.
You mentioned the crumbling infrastructure.
Yes.
I know that you've worked in your role
yes.
as Congresswoman a lot with the Hurricane Katrina
yes.
funds, and I know just recently some of those funds were taken away and given to ports down there,
yes.
and that was something you were not very happy
no.
with. We have a lot of bloggers,
yes.
BlogHers, who were very very involved in getting relief through their blog, in particular Grace Davis, the Hurricane Katrina relief.
Yes.
They got things down there for people.
Yes.
Tell me a bit about what happened with the money situation. I know this was just, I believe, last week.
Well, there are a lot of stories about money.
Money. Which is why I picked the most recent.
Right. The most recent one is about the agreement by HUD for the governor of Mississippi to divert housing money to be spent on the port. And it has taken a lot of us, not by surprise, but we're shocked that this mishandling of our dollars, our taxpayer dollars, continue. We have appropriated money for the entire Gulf Coast, Louisiana and Mississippi, Alabama, to repair homes, to compensate people whose homes have been destroyed, to rebuild, and to have the governor request that he could divert the money for other purposes is just not to be understood.
When there are still people without.
That's right. We still have people in FEMA trailers. We still have people whose homes have not been repaired, We still have people who have not been compensated by the insurance companies, even though they were insured. And so many of us don't take kindly to HUD agreeing that the governor could do this. Yes, that's another unfortunate occurrence in the aftermath of Katrina.
And do you think that's driving people to the polls today as well?
I think that the situation, the embarrassment of the lack of our government being able to perform adequately, yes, that's a part of it. Americans were taken back, they were ashamed, they were in disbelief that we could have such a traumatic occurrence happen, such as Katrina. And we failed, the people standing outside the Dome and the convention center begging for help for days. It was just unbelievable. And so yes, that's a part of what people are remembering about this administration, that they failed us.
Any predictions for what California will do today?
Well, I really don't want to do too much, but I do think that we have a very spirited contest. And I think we're proportional representation now. The delegates will be apportioned. And I think that both of the candidates are going to get their fair share out of California. I don't think you will see one candidate getting all of the delegates, most of the delegates. I think they're going to split them, and they're going to be more even than not.
And there are many delegates to pass around, 441,
That's right.
I believe.
That's right. That's right.
And I know that BlogHer will be at the Democratic National Convention in Denver, and we hope to see you there.
Yes, I most certainly will be there. It's going to be an exciting time, and if this election continues in the direction that it's going, it may get right down to the wire, where they come into that convention with almost equal amounts of delegates, and the superdelegates being in a bargaining position, and everybody giving attention to them and trying to get them on one side or the other. That may occur, and that's going to be
I don't know if I want that to occur. I don't know. It's like a great reality show, but a little too much at stake.
Yes, but it could happen that way.
It should be interesting.
Yes.
Thank you so much for
welcome.
joining us today.
Absolutely.
Have a great Super Tuesday.
Yes.
I'm sure you're very busy this evening. I know you have a Clinton fundraiser or party to attend, right?
Yeah, we have an event to attend, but we have lots of press that we're trying to respond to also.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.